Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Watch
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics! What? Nighttiger Comics?
Yeah.
Happy New Year! Back in America. Man, I had a great vacation, but I am definitely grateful to be in America. This is probably going to be a two-parter because I got a ton of books. Some that I did a haul for, but because of the whole COPA thing, and now it's coming back to where everything's going to be okay, I scrapped that video, so I'm going to show those books here, and some of this stuff I probably don't even know or remember the price, so hopefully I do. But went to Dominican Republic, and anyways, while talking about it, before I left, I got 6 of these for $5. These are all Archie Christmas books. I did show them on Instagram. For the life of me, I cannot find the other 3. I don't know what I did with them. So yeah, so we'll start out with that. But anyways, so I Googled comic books in Dominican Republic. I was all excited. What am I going to find? We tracked down, and thank you to my brother-in-law, Jose, we tracked down this shop, and it wasn't easy using Google, and I couldn't use my phone because it's Verizon and never all that crap. But finally found the location, and the store was not there anymore. It was called Thor Ragnarok. So it wasn't there, so that was a bust. There's practically no comic book anything in Dominican Republic. But I did find this, and I was so excited to find it. Found this at the local supermarket. Look at that. When will you ever see DC and Marvel toys in one package? So you got Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. And they did have a 3-pack, which had these 3 here. But I wanted the Batman. Batman is the coolest, man. You just got to have him. So this was like 350 pesos, roughly around $8. I am so cool. This is on the toy shelf now. I think this is just so unique. That was just cool right there. So let's get into the comic book haul. I did pick up a new comic. I do not buy them usually. This is a Walmart comic, so I did go ahead and get that one. Thought it was cool. Have not read it yet. I was in LCS yesterday. What the heck's the deal with Marvel's putting out another Thor #1? That's so ridiculous. It's like they just put out a #1 2 years ago. I don't get it, man. I quit buying new comic books. They just, in my opinion, they're garbage. But that's just my opinion. So this is probably going to be a lot of keys. I finally got my Defenders #1. It's a low grade. It only cost me $5, so I'm not going to complain about it. First appearance of the first solo title featuring the Defenders, and first appearance of Necrodamus the Sorcerer from August 72. Defenders #1. I've been after this book for years. Did not want to go on eBay. I do not buy Silver, Bronze Age, Marvel, DC comics on eBay. Rarely. Usually only buy Golden Age because you can find this stuff in shops. So why go on eBay and pay the big bucks? So I got that for $5. Happy to get it. Picked up another copy of this for $1. Just a Maximum Carnage Part 13. Just a really cool Carnage cover. That was $1. This is number 203 of Amazing Spider-Man from September 1993. Just picked this up yesterday for I think like $3. First appearance of Bishop, second printing, November 1991. Nice near-mint copy. I didn't even know this existed. I saw it laying there. Actually went in just to get some Golden Age bags and boards. Saw this guy going through a bunch of stacks of comics that were off the side of the bins. And that for me is a flag to finding keys. When they're off to the side, they probably haven't been processed into the bins yet. And you'll be the first one to find the good stuff. So I did find a few little things there. These were all dollar books. Johnny Quest #1 from Comico. This is the second ongoing series after the Gold Key series from the late 60s. So happy. This book is not too easy to find. It's not expensive, just really hard to find. And that's from June 1988. So I got number 2, or number 1, number 2, and I got number 3. And number 3 is cool because it's a Dave Stevens cover. And what you'll notice down there, he signed it, it says 1985. So he did this cover or this drawing 3 years before this book was published. This is from August 1988. And then they had this in number 3, so I just grabbed number 1, Johnny Quest Classics from May 1987. Can't wait to read these. Probably going to read these tonight. Picked this one up today or yesterday for $5, near mint copy. Well, it wasn't near mint. It's probably like a 9.0 because it was. I pulled it out of the bag and it was really wavy. Didn't have any water stains or anything like that. So I threw it in the press. Now it's a 9.8. The cool thing about this book is when I was at Black Friday and we were in St. Augustine, I went up to Jacksonville and they had this on the wall for $30. I'm like, there's something about it, you know, that comic sense, that Spidey comic sense that said this is not a good buy. And I wanted it, but it was definitely not a good buy. So happy to find it for $5 yesterday. It was sitting right on top of that pile on the side of the bins. And this is the Toys R Us Special Replica Edition. First appearance of Mr. Freeze, and in this first appearance, he's called Dr. Zero. It's actually a pretty fun story. I read it last night. And this is a reprint from 1997. Okay, so some of these coming up are flea market finds. I did post them on Instagram, but never showed them in a haul. Dude, my second copy. This is better than my first copy. This is probably like a VF. And I picked that up for $10. From number 1 from November 1972, Origin, first appearance of the Cat. This is part of Marvel's trilogy. They put out 3 titles. Their first female titles ever in 1971. Night Nurse, Sheena the She-Devil, and then the Cat. And unfortunately, they didn't make it past, I think this was 4 issues. Night Nurse, I think, made it the furthest to maybe 5 or 6. Shauna the She-Devil only made it to 4 also. Had a lot to do with the women's lib movement of the time, and if you really want to know more about this, check out my documentary I did on the first females of Marvel Comics. Picked up this for 50 cents. So I got 2 for 50 cents each. This is Secret 6, number 1 from May 1968. First appearance of the team. You got August Durant, Carlo D. Penzi, Crimson Dawn, King Savage, Lily DeNerve, and Tiger Force. And this is also the first appearance of DC's Mockingbird. Yeah, good find for 50 cents a piece. These books, I can range, and depending on grade, anywhere from 10 to probably $30. I'll pick this up. Just a cool Eric Larson Amazing Spider-Man 350 cover for $1. Starting to get into this era. I never collected it before, and thanks to a lot of you showing this stuff, that's why I've been picking up these Spider-Mans and getting into that. This was $2. Yeah, $2. This is like a $30 to $40 book. Now this is probably like a VG copy, but I actually took it off my list because I was never going to pay what people were asking. But someone asked $2, I'll pay that. Number 142 of Uncanny X-Men, February 1981. Part 2 of Days of Future Past, Death of Wolverine and Colossus and Storm in Alternate Reality. This was part of the movie. They took it from this comic book, which I kind of enjoyed. It is a little bit confusing because it is a time-jumping movie, but I thought it was really good. I don't know if I said this is going to be a 2-part video feature because I want to post these on Instagram and they have to be under 15 minutes. So these were dollar finds at the flea market. Creature Commandos in Weird War Tales number 114. This was $1 from August 1982, and this one's really cool. You got the Nazi insignia, swastika up there. So I got number 114. Number 115, so the Creature Commandos, Who are they? There are the Medusa character, Frankenstein, Dracula, and the werewolf, and they make up a team that fights in World War II. Their origin escapes me at this time, but this is a number from September 1982. Now this one here and that one also was. These are Gil Kane covers, beautifully done, of course. The master Gil Kane, number 116, August 1982, and then that's 116. This is 118. Another Gil Kane cover, beautifully done. December 1982. This is number, so we skipped a number here. We got 117 here. And I picked these up from a vendor. All were $1. This is all that he had that I wanted. So I thought it was pretty cool. I haven't read any of these yet, but I have read them years ago. You know, I wanted to get this one for a while. A lot of times I find this. Oh, every time I find it, it's in super low grade. So finally found a high grade copy for $1. January 1987. Okay, two more in this short video. Pick this up from the shop for $1. This is the first appearance of the Ultimate Moon Knight. And the next issue, which I do have, is his cover appearance. I don't know if this is going to be in a TV show or movie. Who cares? Just a cool character, Moon Knight. Definitely awesome. Well, he is going to be in the Disney streaming service. I think it's a movie. I'm hoping it's not. If you don't have Verizon and you sign up now, you can actually get Disney Plus for 1 year for free. So, and my wife just left Verizon and we got an email saying, if you come back, you'll get Disney Plus. So I've been begging her to go back. Would love to see that. There's a lot of good shows that are going to be coming out. And this is for September 2005. And last but not least, in this one, whoa, this was $5. And I have 2 copies already. Actually, I traded one in for another key, which will be in the next part. But this was a lot nicer than both the other copies that I had. Number 1, first appearance of She-Hulk from February 1980. I do have a documentary on this on my channel. Check it out. I talk about why Stan created this character. She has a very unique origin for her creation. Check that out. It's really good. You'll like it. It's entertaining. Okay, so this is part 1 of the keys. We're going to do part 2 coming up next.